Hello, Thomas here, Angel Fire Knives. And here we are. We've made it through the week. Friday afternoon. Happy Friday. Congratulations on making it through the week. If you're watching this, you're not in jail and you're not dead, so I'm proud of you. You did fucking fantastic. Good job. So here we are, Friday afternoon. I got some fancy stuff for you today. I got some materials in the mail. I got a couple items show you, and then again I will kind of rehash some of the stuff I talked about on my last couple of lives. So if you hear me repeating myself, it's for the benefit of the whole class. That's the only reason why. Not so much that I want to repeat myself, but I just know that I do get a lot of views on here, but I know most people come on and just hang out for a few minutes and then hit the road. What's up, Craig? How you doing, homie? Hope you have a hella good weekend too. Here we are. I got the sidewinders. I got 6 sidewinders today. Rocking along on those. Glad to hear it, dude. I'm glad you're doing good. How's the weather out there in on the West Coast? We have some West Coast like weather here today. It was like 71. Man, this morning, because Colorado weather's been really different. Cool, like 70. Yeah. We had like 70 degrees. We had some California weather today. It was a warm night, and then it got really cold first thing in the morning, like 5 in the morning. The temperature just dropped. It was like a 30-degree temperature drop. So when I went out, it was like warm and cold at the same time. It was really crazy. And then when the sun came up, it started to warm up again. And then we had these cool winds blowing through. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy weather. I've been here in Colorado for 3 years, and we've had weather kind of like that before, but just not quite as extreme. Does that in the Midwest? Yeah. 30-degree change. Yeah, a lot of times we can get around like spring, early mid spring, and I guess mid to late fall. We get anywhere from 30 to 50-degree temperature changes. It's like you have to bundle up. I put on lots of layers in the morning and go outside, and it's like by the time I'm done walking my dog or running him or whatever around, I've got to come out of them layers. When the sun comes up, it warms up. So Greg, hey dude, I realized that I sharpened your broken feather, but if you decide you want I only did the main edge on it. If you decide you want it like full on double edged, and you don't just want the single edge, let me know. I'll send you another label. I'll sharpen it for you, no problem. I just realized that, like last night I was thinking about it. I was like, man, did I only sharpen the front edge of that? I had a lot of shit going on, so um, I said, if you decide that you want that back edge sharpened or even the front edge touched up, let me know. I'll fix it up. It's got a good edge on it now. So, if you need anything else, man, you just holler at me, buddy. I got you. My wife's made some fancy holiday cards on her. She's got this Cricut machine, and she's the one that did the vinyl and everything, the decals and all. So she made holiday cards on her little Cricut machine. She hadn't mailed them out yet, but so you'll get a holiday card. It just might be towards the end of the holidays. Nice. Yeah. Painting rocks are cool. That's not a bad hobby. That's not a bad hobby. My wife did rocks for a little bit. When we were in College Station in Texas, there was a group, like a Facebook group you could get on, and it was like I forget what it's called. Like I found this rock or something. But people did that like all over the town in College Station, Texas. I was kind of surprised. So she got into it there. We moved out here, and it's like Rocky Ford. There's like not much of a community. I mean, there is somebody in the next town over that does painted rocks and stuff, but this place is not very community oriented. The people of Hispanic descent tend to not like people of European descent that come in and with money and try to fix up the place for some reason. I don't know. Go figure. Painted rocks are cool. Check this out. I got this big ass chunk of Damascus. Let's see. It's a thing there people even. Oh, right on at the campgrounds. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's something fun to do, and it's a good thing. It's in a way, it's kind of like a simplified geocache in a because I know like on the Facebook pages they'll drop hints, and you got to go out and search and find them. So yeah, I'm down. I've been out looking for painted rocks with the old lady and kids. So yeah, all about it, dude. That's cool. Not a bad hobby to have at all. And as far as it's pretty budget friendly. As far as hobbies go, hobbies are usually not too budget friendly, as I'm sure you know. But yeah. So I have this thick chunk of Damascus. This is another one of the items I won on an auction just because I didn't like the person. I was kind of salty about the person in the lead that had the highest bid, so I outbid him and then ended up winning it. So I think I'm gonna send this off to my buddy Michael Hassel. I'm gonna have to holler at him first. Before I didn't even talk to him yet, but he's cool. He'll probably be cool about it. I'm gonna send it to him, see if he'd squish it down for me a little bit. I think if we squished it down in half, like to the half thickness, and it'd be about twice as long, about the same width. I want to use this for guards. I got some fancy bowies, fancy knives coming up, and I want to use this chunk of Damascus for guard. I think I originally got it as a pommel for a sword, but that was when I was doing swords about 8 years ago, 10 years ago, however long it was. And I'll probably do swords again when I get a proper shop. Along with tomahawks. I've had a lot of people asking about tomahawks. Thing is, the reason why I don't do a lot of tomahawks right now is because I don't have any place to put them. It's like I can set down a bunch of knives in an area this small, and that's like I have some awkward workbenches to set down stuff in, like when I'm working on a batch of stuff. Tomahawks is like set them down, I turn around and knock it off on the ground. Shit pisses me off. So I'm not doing them until I got place to put them. I have those big Damascus big stainless steel buoys, the D-Guard Raider buoys. They're stainless steel, so those motherfuckers are gonna live outside till they get handled and sheathed. But even those, I'll be working on one at a time, pretty much. It'll take probably several weeks to finish the whole batch. So anyway, fancy knives. I got fancy Bowie knives coming up and daggers and stuff. We're talking about stuff like that on that one. I'm about to heat treat. No, not this one. I'm about to do some heat treating. I gotta do this one. This is that feather billet. USA, let's roll. What's up, buddy? I got the Zfinite it's on the way, buddy. That stuff's on the way. I messed with my water jet today and was like, hey, so what's up? You sent me my package yet? Apparently this dude's having a hard time finding a package for my package. A box. I'm like, man, just tape all that shit up, wrap it and fold it over cardboard and fucking send it on its way, man. It's just metal. So we'll see. We'll see. It would be nice if I had a water jet company close by, but no such luck. So anyway, that's what I'm showing you. I'm about to squish this down. But I did get some other fancy shit in. Fancy materials. This stuff is made by John Blasey. He usually uses it for, he does like guitars. That one's a purple and white. Like electric guitars. Makes them out of this. I've seen them do like a lot of fancy like coffee tables out of this shit. Art Deco type stuff. This one's pretty legit. This is a white. Here's a couple of extras he sent me. Because I got some other material. But yeah, this is going to make some really A really nice knife. So yeah, he does Art Deco pieces, all kinds of fancy shit. This is like dichrolum and chatoyant carbon fiber, like mixed somehow, pressed, laminated. These are the extras he sent me. So the two, let's see, this one's really cool. Check that out. Merch, yeah, definitely. I will definitely do some more merch here real soon. I got we got Blade Show coming up, man. And here this fall, I was focused on upping my material game. As you can see, this shit here is not cheap. There's only one dude in the world that makes this stuff, and like I said, he usually makes it for guitars and like larger, really expensive pieces. Um, but yeah. So after the holidays in January, February, I'm gonna step up my merch game, dude, and I'll hook you up. Yeah, I could use a new beanie too. To be honest with you, I have a Carhartt beanie and I wear it for work, and I've had it for shit since 2017. The same beanie. So yeah, it's probably about time for me to up my beanie game too. Man, when I get want to do beanies, I'll do real nice ones. I'll find out some really some good ones that will last. Because like I said, I've had mine for since 2007, 2017, and was it almost 26? So it was like 8, 9 years. So I'll find us some beanies that will last like that. Even if I have to get Carhartt ones, um, I'll find us something good. So this is one piece. Here's the other piece. This piece, it's a little different. I know it may look, but if you look at them side by side, you can see the difference. This one's got a lot more red and a little more green, and this one's got a lot more blue. So yeah, these are make some killer ass some killer knives. No, this is a chatoyant carbon fiber and dichrolum. Like dichrolum is that you know blown glass, like when they blow glass pipes and stuff, and you see that shiny like foil type material in there. That's what this stuff is, just professionally worked. He works it, laminates it, sands it, or laminates it, presses it, sands it. A lot of work actually goes into these pieces, and that's why the shit's really expensive. Like I said, there's only one guy in the world that makes this material. He's John Blazy. He's over on Instagram. That's the only place I've been able to find him. Occasionally, you see some of his material available on the Knife Supply websites, like Maker's Material. I've seen his stuff available, but it sells out really quick, like super quick. That's why I just holler at him. And it's like if you get a big enough piece, he'll custom make stuff for you. I just a piece like this is not big enough. I had a piece custom made by him. It was like it wasn't this stuff. It was gold chatoyant carbon fiber or copper chatoyant carbon fiber. It was probably six of these panels. So big nice piece. That was had that made up. Shit, before we moved to Colorado. So like 2022, 2021, and I burned up that material real quick. It put it on all kinds of stuff. So the white, man, check out that white. I don't know if y'all saw the white too. That white's really slick. That's gonna make a really nice knife. This will make some nice bolsters on something. I suppose I could do like a backup blade, like a full scale, but it would probably be better on a bigger knife as bolsters. That would look, you know, what would look really sharp with that is some of that black and white carbon fiber, or just straight carbon fiber. So yeah, it's some nice stuff. I will be working it into knives here real soon. This blue I'll probably put on a Damascus blade, but the Damascus I'll blue. It'll be blued Damascus. That looks really sharp. Really, really classy. So yesterday somebody was asking about the karambits, like a karambit I carry. I'll show you all what I carry. This is one of them. This is a Guardian. I do a full, what is this, unidirectional carbon fiber with red G10 liners. And I always, on my karambits, the karambits, not my backup blades, the smaller ones, but my regular full-size karambits, I do a covered ring on. It makes that ring a lot more comfortable. This is, like I said, the Guardian karambit, a 4.5-inch handle, a little over, around a 4-inch blade, kind of depending on where you measure it from. This particular one is Magna Cut, and it's got the sawback serrations. And I always recommend on a knife like this, you get a edge serrated. Reason behind that is it makes a nasty wound, and you can ask any ER surgeon. It is super difficult, if not impossible, to sew up serrated knife wounds. Yeah, there might be a piece of skin they can sew up here and there, but you can't suture a serrated knife wound. It's a lot of times they can't even glue them up. So yeah, if you care about your assailant, if you care for a well-being of someone that is assailing you, accosting you, then don't use a serrated karambit on them. Man, I saw a story, I don't know if it was true, I guess I have to double check, but it probably is true, about some lady or young lady in the UK. Some dude was like trying to rape her, and she stabbed him and he died, and they put her in prison in the fucking UK. The fuck is that? That's some crazy shit. So yeah, here's one. This is one of the karambits I carry. This is definitely it's one of my favorites. It's saved my ass a time or two just by having it. Then I have a different one. I got a straight blade here. This is a camp knife chopper. It's W2. I don't have a super high polish on it, but you can. That hamon sticks out on it. I made this guy a long time ago, probably about 10-12 years. Handle, carbon fiber bolster, red lightning strike, when you could still get that stuff. Red lightning strike carbon fiber with the AFK logo pen. Yeah, pretty nice knife. It's a nice size knife. It's got a good size handle too. So yeah, this is one yeah, I made this one. I made this one a long time ago. About 12 years ago, I suppose. You can't get this material. The red lightning strike carbon fiber is like, no one makes it anymore. I suppose you could get it like custom ordered. Thanks. I appreciate that. But yeah, I will carry this one when I'm walking my dog. If I have to walk my dog in the neighborhood around here, I usually take him over to a park and walk him over to the park on the other end of town because there's no one over there. We got a lot of chomos and a bunch of cousin fuckers in the neighborhood right around me, directly across the street too, and so I carry this one a lot, along with other things. Because the neighborhood is not safe. It's awful here. It's bad. I felt safer walking on the streets in Memphis. No shit. And it was a long time ago, like around 2000. Y2K. I was in Memphis. I was living right outside of Memphis, and in a little suburb. And yeah, I go into Memphis all the time. No one ever hassled me. I never got any shit with anybody. Here, yeah, Rocky Ford, Colorado, I do not recommend. So yeah, there was that one again. I will have some of these available January. I'm doing a big batch of the Norwegian stainless steel. So yeah, I think that's about what I got for y'all today. Tomorrow, let's see, I won't be on here tomorrow. And Sunday we have Yule this weekend. Monday I'll be back on. I will have, thank you, sir. I will have the Sidewinders ready for you on Monday. The other cool, fun thing we'll be doing Monday is we're going to be voting on this guy. I got the Adam DeVille Damascus billet. Thank you. And I've got two designs. I'm gonna clean up, finish up the designs this weekend. Two different designs. We're gonna vote on the design Monday afternoon. Tuesday we will vote on materials for the garden spacer, and then Wednesday we'll vote and figure out the handle material. I'll probably have two or three different materials for the garden spacer, and I'll have a bunch of materials for the handle. I'll come up with some fancy stuff, like I do have fossilized walrus ivory, and I've got we were talking about some dyed and stabilized stag, the blue. That would be really sharp. I've also got some other really nice stag. There's some pretty nice stag pieces. But I also have some other carbon fiber, and then we also just got in these. So we'll do that Monday afternoon. We'll figure it out. Also, I still have one set of scales available in the F-22 carbon fiber. This is carbon fiber that was made for the new F-22 fighter jet. It was just leftover. This is made to specs for the fighter jet. It was just leftover material. So it isn't like technically off a plane. It was material that was like extra material that was made for the plane. So if you want some F-22 carbon fiber on a badass karambit or straight blade, whatever, let me know. I got one of these available. I'm gonna try to get some more. We'll see what happens. I was been working really hard on upping my material game, like instead of using just a lot of the regular standard stuff like G10 and your basic carbon fiber and stainless steels or mono steels like Nitro V or the high carbon steel that I've been using, 80CRV. I've got a lot of Damascus in now. Lots of sand mine. You saw the this stuff. We've got the ivory I just showed you. All the stag. So yeah, this fall I worked really hard on upping the materials game. So with that being said, I'll have some fancy materials that we can choose from. I think I might even have some stuff I hadn't even shown. I don't know. So yeah. We'll pick out the design Monday. Dagger design Monday. That'll be legit. So I think that's what I got for y'all. What are we on here? 24 minutes? That's a good run. Especially since I don't have anything finished to show you. I had a really nice foo karambit. I sent it out today though. Finished it and sent it out today. I would have liked to show it on the live, but it had I not got it out when I did, it would not have made it to its destination in time for Christmas. So I will post a video though. Right after I shut down this live, I'll post a video of what's up, Mayor? How you doing? Daytona Beach. Hell yeah. How's the weather? We had some California weather here today. It was like 71. Nice freaking day. Venice. What's up, Venice? Oh shit. 18-day vacation. Hell yeah. Go mayor. I'm happy for you, dude. Yeah, that's the only kind of vacations to take or one that like a real vacation. Like last time we took a really good vacation, we were off for 6 weeks. My wife and I were in our RV, and it was her and me, the kiddo, and the dogs, and the cat. We took our cat too, and because we had an RV, so took our cat. We drove from Texas up through New Mexico, Arizona. Then we went and did a show in Las Vegas, and then came back through Colorado on up to Michigan. We were up in Michigan for like a week, and then back down to Texas. So yeah. I'm all about extended vacations. I'm gonna take a little break at the end of this year, right around the first, whatever, 29th, 30th, 31st, whatever. Yeah, Vegas show knives are fucking legit. But yeah. So I'm gonna take a little bit of time off, but starting in January when I come back, I'm gonna be hitting it hard again. We're talking about making this into a big ass crisp blade. I'm gonna change. It's not gonna be exactly like this. This was just just to give the idea some mass. Make the what I had in my head kind of two-dimensional. You know, it's gonna be more pointy than that. I think the blade's gonna be a little wider. I'm gonna try to use up as much of the billet as possible. It's such an awesome piece. It's like this is what the center looks like. It's such an awesome piece. I want to take off as little metal as possible. So I'm gonna go wider, and it's gonna come to more of a point. Like I mean, it's kind of point, but the point's off to the side when the point will be like more centered. It's gonna be super pokey. Yeah, sucker's gonna be badass. I don't know if I'm gonna get to this one before Blade. I'm doing doing Blade show in March 20th, 21st. We'll see if I get to this one. I'm probably gonna do this guy first. The Adam DeVille feather billet. That's gonna be legit. I'm gonna forge. The thing's not gonna be that short. It's a super thick billet. So I'm gonna take all this meat, pretty much everything below that star, asterisk. I'm gonna forge out a tang. Getting black stag, and you see on this down that is gonna look good. It'll be and I'm gonna do a stainless steel guard, or a stainless steel guard and spacer, and then it'll have a stainless pommel. What we're gonna do too, I discussed with my guys, I'm gonna finish off the pommel. It'll be the same shape as a stag, and then groove it out. It just make it a classy piece. This is gonna be a nice knife here. Yeah, it is gonna be sick. I'm gonna throw because it's got that feather pattern, and when I throw the fuller on there, it should make that feather pattern. It'll look wild. I won't cut through the whole pattern. I'm gonna leave it on there. Should be kind of curved and wispy in the like I said, in that fuller. And then along the top edge, when I do the grind on here, the grind should make the feather pattern real wispy up here, and then kind of fade into a heavier pattern. This is gonna be a really badass piece. So I got three I'm gonna do before this one, and I'm gonna start those. I'm gonna get to start those tonight. So I will have those to show you also on Monday. So Monday, I know some people that weren't on here a minute ago. Monday, we're gonna vote on this guy. We're going to make it into a dagger. I got a couple of dagger designs. So we're going to vote on which design. And then Tuesday, we're going to vote on the materials for the guard and spacer. And Wednesday, we'll vote on handle material. Let's see, there's some stuff on here. What's up, Tony Cole? Jay, how's it going? Let's see, what kind of drill bit do I need to drill blade pinholes? I use just regular, I use cobalt. Because I do all my drilling before I heat treat. If you do anything like post heat treat, you'd need carbide. And you need to run that, I guess run the carbide, I think you're supposed to run it slow. Real slow. I don't know. I do all my heat all my drilling before I heat treat, or on something that's got a long tang that's a hidden tang. The tang doesn't get all the way heat treated. It gets heat treated maybe just like 3/4 of an inch below the guard. So yeah, I have a bunch of materials we can vote on for the handle material. I'll gather up a few for the guard. And yeah, then Monday we'll do the design. Oh, there's a question. Let's see. What was that question? Drill bit. What would I price that at? Are you talking about the buoy? Something like this? It is something like this. Probably is going to be close to about 2,400, 2,500. The billet alone, just the cost of the billet was about $500 or $600. I didn't pay for it, but the cost of the billet is about $500 or $600. So it'd be about a $2,500 knife. The stag, I mean, all the materials are all, aside from maybe the stainless that's going into the guard. That would be the only, that would be the least expensive, the least costly part of that build. Yep. This one will still, the value would still be determined upon materials we pick out. Oh, if you got to open holes up, dude. One thing that I've done, if it's already been heat treated, is I got a carbide countersink, and that really makes things easier. Because that carbide countersink, even though it's heat treated, it angles the hole, right? So there's less steel you got to go through. Yeah, I think the main thing is just get you carbide if it's already heat treated. If it's not heat treated, I like using cobalt bits just because they last a lot longer than regular high speed. High speed steel is good for like wood, or I don't know. It's good for softer stuff. I know they say you can drill through metal, like maybe aluminum or something, but compared to cobalt bits, yeah, high speed steel kind of sucks. It's totally worth it to pay a little bit more for that cobalt. I don't know if you saw this one. You saw that one, right? I showed you that one. And I also showed y'all like the materials, right? You saw that stuff. And this stuff. Let's make some nice knife handles. So yeah, I think that's about what I got for you today. So Monday, sidewinders, because I'll be off this weekend. It's Yule. So Monday, sidewinders, and we'll start the voting for this guy. We'll have a lot of fun. That'll be fun. It'll be cool. Well, I hope y'all have an awesome freaking weekend. Are you happy Yule, winter solstice? Y'all be cool. Don't end up in jail. Don't go to jail unless it's worth it. I mean, some things are worth going to jail over. don't have to get in and on over here, but yeah. Who are we on? Swordmaster. How's it going, buddy? How you doing? um, but yeah. I hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Y'all stay safe, be cool, and we'll have a fun time Monday. It'll be just after 4 o'clock again, in between 4:20, somewhere around in there, and we'll start voting on stuff on the next cool project. Y'all have a good one.